I mentioned during the screencast that you can use dedicated software to create flowcharts like SmartDraw, as mentioned in the textbook, or Microsoft Visio is another popular choice. But Visio in particular is kind of an expensive piece of software, and all of you have Excel already, or you should have it for this course. So I just want to show you where you can find the flowcharting tools in Excel. And I'm using Excel 2010, but similar in Excel 2007 if you're still using that. On the Insert tab, if you look under Shapes, you'll see a whole section here for flowchart shapes. And if you hover your mouse over one of the shapes, you'll see that it'll say what that shape is for. So alternate process, here we've got a terminator, here we've got multiple documents, and so on. So more shapes here than even what I demonstrated in the screencast. But how you use these, all the shapes work the same. So you click on it, and then you can just use your mouse to draw the shape. And then most of the shapes you can just type right on. So you can say things like, this is my start. You can edit that if you need to. You can move it around on here if you want to center it. You can do that. Those kinds of things. So that's how the shapes work. If we go back there, insert shapes, and now we'll put just a rectangle here. Part of the trick is maybe getting them to be all the same size since you're just drawing them. If you're going to reuse a shape, you can always click on a shape and you can do Control C to copy it, and then Control V to paste, and then you get a copy of that shape that's going to be the same size. So like, let's say we know we're going to need an end down here at some point, so we'll just go on there and type end. I like to put all the shapes in first and then put my connectors in, and the connectors work the same way. So if you go under here under shapes again, you can see these there's bendable connectors. Those are probably the ones you're going to want to use most often. Choose the ones that have the arrow on it. When you get near the shape, you see how it kind of highlights the connectors, and so then you can connect it to the connectors. See how it's kind of red there? And then when I drag the shape around, that thing will always stay connected to that particular shape, even if I move the shape around. But I still think it's better to wait until the end to put the connectors in. But that's basically how you can make the flowchart and use all these symbols in Excel. So Excel has very good flowcharting tools in the most recent versions. Visio works similarly, has quite a bit more tools, a little bit beyond the scope of what we're going to do, but if you do have a copy of it available, feel free to use that. If you are using SmartDraw or some other flowcharting software, please make sure that you output any flowcharts you make in kind of a standard format, like a PDF format, for example, and turn it into the Dropbox that way. Since I may not have the same program you do, I might not be able to open the native format of that software. So, put it in a PDF file and turn that into the Dropbox, and then I should be good to go. So hopefully this helped you. This brief demonstration shows you how to make flowcharts in Excel. If you do have any questions or run into any issues, feel free to post them on D2L, and I'll be happy to try to help answer them as always.